closing out the first hour with a big-time Legends tag match. One that's sure to be a hit with the fans here in the Lou Jaffe Arena, as the Red Star faction, Ivan and Nikita Koloffs, get set to face two very popular local boys, Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the Hart Foundation, and you better believe from where these fans stand, the Koloffs have practically no shot.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 573 pounds, the Red Faction!
While their track record in RWL is far from bad or embarrassing, the Russian Bear and the Russian Nightmare, facing a seriously long and steep uphill climb against two legends here in Canada. The Hart Foundation, of course, the product of the legendary Stu Hart Dungeon in Calgary, and the Koloffs are about to receive twice the usual boos, insults, and derision from these Montreal fans. I would hate to see the resulting riot that would come if the Red Star faction pulls off an upset in this Legends tag matchup.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 516 pounds, Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
Yes, sir, the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, about as popular as you can get up here in the Great White North. And trust and believe they do not want to see a win from the Red Star faction.
Man, oh man alive, the noise level in this place just got dialed up to obscene. Would you just listen to this place? You don't need Sherlock Holmes to figure out who's the most favored to win this encounter.
Hey, what? These two teams don't like each other very much, and they're probably going to hate each other even more afterwards. The Russian Nightmare and the Hitman starting us off here as referee Tom Canamora rings the bell. Here we go. And right away, Nikita Koloff into a submission on the Hitman. Look at his face. He can hardly believe it, but he is going to escape that hold way too early to expect a tap out right there. Misses with the crossbody, catches a stomp to the head. And Nikita Koloff catches the dragon screw from Bret the Hitman Hart. The Hitman immediately starting to stretch the arm of Nikita Koloff. Now the Hitman stalking Nikita. They lock up. Nikita Koloff escorted to the corner of the Hart Foundation. And in comes Jim the Anvil Neidhart on the tag, and an air-assisted crossbody from the Anvil, taking Nikita Koloff down to the mat. And yeah, what a powerhouse is Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He goes to work on the head and shoulders, the neck area. The Russian Nightmare. Now throwing in a pretty nasty leg snap right there into the bargain. Oh, look at Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear. He's hot to get into this one. Headlock punch from the Anvil. Hard shot to the back. Whips Nikita to the ropes, and look at this, a beautiful power slam practically out of no place. The Anvil rounds up Nikita again. Another headlock punch. And look at this, a series of overhand rights. He is determined to keep Nikita Koloff down on the mat, and he sure is doing that. The Anvil takes himself all the way up to the top rope here. Perched all the way up there waiting for Nikita Koloff to get to his feet. And here we go. Double axe handle finds the mark, and down goes Nikita Koloff as Bret the Hitman Hart gets tagged in. Nikita Koloff looking for the exit on the freeway here. And he sure does find it. Here comes the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, charging the Hitman. Puts Hitman up against the ropes. Oh man, hard chop. Starts torturing the leg of the Hitman against the ropes. Yes, sir. The Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, just about one of the meanest wrestlers ever. And he's got a reputation of those, oh man, head first into the buckle. He just busted the Hitman open, and he's not done. He's taking the Anvil in too. Said, I'm not satisfied, I'm gonna take them on both. Yeah, that's the kind of guy the Russian Bear is. Ivan Koloff literally simultaneously joining the Hitman on the outside, determined to keep his beat down Bret the Hitman Hart going, but the Hitman counters with a dragon screw. Takes the Russian Bear down to the floor. Look at this. Oh, wow. An attempt at an abdominal stretch turns into a hip toss for the Russian Bear. Oh, fails to connect with the knee, and I know that hurt. The Hitman fails to connect with the clothesline, catches a series of hard shots, winds up against the barricade. Referee's count's still going here, and Ivan Koloff deciding what he's going to do next. Misses with his shot, and the Hitman takes him down to the floor. Ivan Koloff gets gathered up by Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh, man. Nice counter. And now he has pitched Bret the Hitman Hart closer towards the ramp, a little further away from the ring, which is never a good thing. Oh, Koloff trying to make his way back inside, but Bret the Hitman Hart says, no, you're going to take this neck breaker first. The Hitman, first to make it back inside, goes after Nikita Koloff. Big mistake, catches a forearm to the head. But he's not going to give up. Oh, hangs him off the top rope, and there go both members of the Red Star Confederation. And in comes Jim the Anvil Neidhart on the tag. And the Anvil, look at this, says, I'm going all the way up, and I'm going all the way, and here it goes, and Ivan Koloff is up, and whoa! Shoulder tackle from 10 feet up. Man, that was pretty impressive. Jim the Anvil Neidhart just wowing the crowd here. Pitches Ivan Koloff back into the ring. Nikita Koloff has yet to get up. As Ivan Koloff gets countered by the Anvil, taken down to the mat. Rolls him over, goes for the cover. One, no, and a very narrow one at that. Hard clothesline. Takes the Russian Bear down to the corner. As the Anvil delivers some pressure with that boot. Jim the Anvil Neidhart going for the cover again. 1, 2. Ooh, man, a narrow 2. Oh, this match is going to be tight. Jim the Anvil Neidhart rounds up Ivan Koloff, locks up, escorts Ivan to his corner, head first into the turnbuckle, but oh, look at this. He's caught between two of them. He ain't got much of a chance right now. The Anvil delivers a series of hard right hands to the head of the Russian Bear. As he steps out and tags in, Bret the Hitman Hart. Anvil taking himself out of the way as the Hitman continues the assault on the Russian Bear. Series of hard kicks to the back. And a leg drop for good minute. Oh man, and a leg drop with some serious authority there. As Ivan Koloff makes his way out, in comes Nikita Koloff, and this could be bad. Whoa, misses with the crossbody, does Bret. As Nikita takes himself up to the middle rope, tries for a splash, but doesn't get it. The Hitman just out of the way in time. Tags in the Anvil. Now it's the Anvil and the Russian Nightmare, and they lock up. Anvil whipped to the ropes. Nikita fails to connect with his chop. Fails to connect with the knee to the head, but the Anvil with a hard right hand. Oh man, and a beautiful shoulder tackle, but oh, this is going almost too fast for me to keep up. Knee to the midsection from the Anvil. Whips Nikita to the corner. Hard shot to the face. Oh man, double axe handle to the back. Rolls him over, covers. 1, 2. Oh man. Well, so far, it's been the Hart Foundation pretty much in control of the Red Star faction here. And Bret Hart. Whoa! Beautiful spinning shot to end that combination, but Ivan Koloff right there to show him that he's not alone. Bret all the way up on the top, and whoa, a leg drop from 10 to about 6 feet up. Oh man, 1, 2. Well, it seems like the Hart Foundation's the guys making all the pins here. That's not good for the Russians. The Hitman with a knee to the head of Nikita Koloff. And in comes Jim the Anvil Neidhart on the tag. As Nikita makes his way back to his feet, and a basement dropkick takes him right back down again. Hard stomp to the midsection. Anvil gathers him up, arm breaker. And tags in Bret the Hitman Hart. Tell you what, the Hart Foundation has been doing the thing here. Oh, another leg drop from the Hitman on the Russian Nightmare, and he goes for the cover. 1, but Ivan Koloff right there to spoil the party. Bret the Hitman Hart catches a knee to the midsection from Nikita. A hard slap and a shove that takes him right down. Bret has to step outside to think it over a second. Look at this. Again, tries for that abdominal stretch, doesn't get it, winds up in a hip toss from the Russian Nightmare. Perhaps you might want to think about stop doing that, Bret. And an arm breaker from the Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff. Now he and Bret are on the outside. Ew, man, right into the barricade goes Bret and gets taken down with a hard kick. Hitman counters and escapes. Gets himself back up to his feet, rounding up Nikita Koloff. And Nikita rolled back into the ring. As Ivan Koloff tries to get in the way here, catches a crucifix from the Hitman. I am telling you, look at this. The Hart Foundation absolutely firing on all cylinders tonight, and the crowd in Montreal is just eating it up. Bret trying to come to the rescue of the Anvil over here. Now Nikita Koloff back into the ring. They lock up. And the Russian Nightmare puts the Hitman up against the ropes. Whip to the ropes. Oh, look at this. Here we go. I mean, he's going off into it. A beautiful clothesline. Spins the Hitman ass over tea kettle. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, man. Well, about time these guys tried to make a pin. At least they got a 2 count. All right, Nikita Koloff. Waiting for the Hitman. Clotheslines him again. Goes for another cover. 1. And Anvil right there to save the day. All right, well, this one has become a little bit contentious. Bret the Hitman Hart out on the floor as Nikita Koloff goes to work on Jim the Anvil Neidhart with that series of 10 punches across the chest. And that's going to collapse your lungs, man. Well, oh, there he goes, and down he goes. Gonna have problems breathing for a minute as Bret the Hitman Hart gets himself back inside. Catches a knee to the midsection from the Russian Nightmare. Counters with a kick to the midsection. And look at this, Bret the Hitman Hart with a pile driver on the Russian Nightmare, and down goes Nikita Koloff. Bret goes for the cover. 1, 2. Well, getting a little closer and closer to the goal here. This one's already about halfway over, and these guys are still going at it. Gets taken down. And here we go. Bret the Hitman Hart puts the sharpshooter on Nikita Koloff, but Ivan Koloff right there to save the day for his partner. The Hitman rounds up the Russian Nightmare, but catches a couple of elbows to the gut. As Nikita moves in, look at this, was trying, oh man, he got countered bad. He was trying for a neck breaker, and Bret the Hitman Hart turned it into a slam. They lock up. The Hitman escorts Nikita to his corner. Cheap shot from Jim the Anvil Neidhart. But it buys Bret time, a backbreaker here. As Bret goes for the cover. 1. Oh, wow. Ivan Koloff really fast to that rescue right there. Oh, man, Nikita Koloff starting to get a little bit annoyed. But what can you do when you're caught against 2 members of the Hart Foundation? Beautiful fireman's carry from Bret the Hitman Hart here. And Nikita Koloff on the wrong side of town and outnumbered. It's not a good situation for the Russian Nightmare. Hitman rounds him up. Head first into the turnbuckle. In comes Jim the Anvil Neidhart on the tag. Let's see what kind of double team we got going here. A nasty little arm breaker right there. As Anvil spins the Russian Nightmare around, and look at this. Into a Cobra clutch kind of situation, and Ivan Koloff there to spoil that submission. Up over the shoulders goes Ivan Koloff. Look at this. And Anvil said, no, you get out of here. Oh, man. Pitched him all the way out on the floor. The Russian Bear is out. The Russian Nightmare is stunned, and in comes Bret the Hitman Hart on the... right through the rope. Beautiful crossbody. This one has gotten out of hand. Oh, beautiful hip toss from the Hitman. And both members of Red Star are out. This is not a good situation. The Russians having a bad night tonight, let me tell you. Leg snap from Bret the Hitman Hart. As this Montreal crowd rallies the Hart Foundation toward victory here, this is looking really good for the Harts right here. Bret all the way topside. Well, maybe might have misjudged the distance on that by about 1.5 feet, Bret the Hitman Hart escorting Nikita Koloff to the Hart Foundation's part of town. Tags in the Anvil again. Oh, man, this team has been firing on all cylinders here. Another arm breaker from the Anvil on the Russian Nightmare. They lock up. Knee to the midsection from the Anvil. Has him up into a bear hug. Well, he could get a tap out here. But here comes Ivan Koloff. Didn't even need to rescue. Nikita escaping the hold on his own. Takes him down and, oh man, just starts raining hard right hands on the Anvil. Kick to the head from Jim the Anvil Neidhart takes the Russian Nightmare down, and now the Anvil's stalking Nikita Koloff here. Might be smelling blood. Here we go, he's got him up. Oh man, standing power slam with a cover. Oh man, not even a one. Ivan Koloff, way too fast. Anvil rounds up Nikita, tries for that bear hug again, doesn't get it, catches an eye gouge. Nikita has him up in the cradle position. Whoa, did you see that? Beautiful slam from the Russian Nightmare, and in comes Ivan Koloff on the tag as Anvil gets back to his feet. Whoa, hard running slam. And a blatant choke. It had to happen sooner or later from the Russian Bear. Yes, sir, I told you, Nikita Koloff, he does not fool around. Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear, all over Jim the Anvil Neidhart at the moment. Oh, man, nasty knee to the head. Ivan rounds up the Anvil, takes him to his part of town into the buckle, and in comes Nikita on the tag, and tag punch. Takes Anvil. Oh, man, Anvil's in all kind of trouble right now. Look at this, chicken with butterfly suplex. And Anvil trying to find his way to the Hitman, but so far no luck. As Nikita escorts the Anvil to his corner again, tags in Ivan Koloff. And here we go, what are we gonna see here? Look at this, Anvil draped across the ropes, double axe handle across the lower back. Oh man, just walking on him. Using the Anvil as a welcome mat, goes for the cover. And Bret the Hitman Hart right there to make sure he doesn't even get a one. Oh, man. Look at this. Ivan Koloff don't know which way to look. Leg scissor stomp on the Anvil. As Ivan Koloff drags Jim the Anvil Neidhart closer towards center ring. As he waits to see what... Oh, man, knee to the head. Now Ivan Koloff again. Escorting Jim the Anvil Neidhart closer to center ring, for what purpose we shall see. Ivan Koloff catches a shot to the midsection from the Anvil. Again, Anvil tries for that bear hug, doesn't get it. Oh, look at this. Ivan Koloff says, look at this, I can do a bear hug too, but Bret the Hitman Hart there to spoil the submission. Now, Ivan going after Bret the Hitman Hart. He's had just quite enough of his interference. In comes the Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff on the tag, as Jim the Anvil Neidhart is being counted on the outside. Ivan rounds him up. Oh man, tried for the double axe handle, did Nikita, but didn't get it. And now Jim the Anvil Neidhart over here fighting both members of the Russians. Oh my gosh, this one has gotten out of hand. More than 3/4 of the way done on this tag team match, and we still ain't got anything near a winner. We've had a lot of near falls, a lot of near submissions, a lot of broken pins, but so far, no real results. Oh man, drives the knee of Nikita Koloff into the mat. Getting the Anvil Neidhart. Rounds up the Russian Nightmare, locks him up. Escorts him to the Hart Foundation corner. Both members of the Hart Foundation now busted open and bleeding. But they have been in control of this one for most of the match. Running clothesline. From the Anvil as in comes Bret the Hitman Hart. And the Hitman dragging Nikita Koloff center ring. And here we go into the sharpshooter goes Bret the Hitman Hart. Nikita Koloff far away from any hell. He is tapping out. That is it. The Hart Foundation defeating the Red Star faction by submission, and you got to be impressed with that.
I know I am.
Here are your winners, Bret Hart
Jaffe Arena, a much smaller venue with maybe a 5,000-seat capacity, sounding a lot more like for times the crowd as they just bring the noise for the Hart Foundation and this submission win in a long and contentious match with the Koloffs, earning almost the whole 20-minute time limit here. But in the end, the Hitman, with the sharpshooter on Nikita Koloff, brings it all to an end without a time limit draw. A thrilling ride to wrap up the first hour of Sweet Revenge for tonight. And fans, when we return, we'll go straight out of the gate with the final match of the Rage Ladies Tag Team Championship. Tourney between Kanari Doku and Le Femme Fatale. That and so much more in the second half when we come back.